about my experience being one of Jehovah Witnesses. In particular, this video will focus on why I came, and I have to give you guys a few disclaimers before I get to that, girls. Alright, number one, I had no affiliation with Jehovah Witnesses, nor did I understand fully what they were. I've never heard of them. I would see them sometimes on the corner, like giving away those tracts or pamphlets or whatever, but there was no way for me to differentiate, oh, that this is a Jehovah Witnesses and these are not, because there were other religious groups that would give out pamphlets. Y'all, I live in the South and people are very religious here, so there was no way I can like differentiate who's who, so I didn't know about them. I had received I've gotten a few tracts from them before, but I didn't know that they were Jehovah Witnesses. You know, like I said, no affiliation. I was just totally ignorant to who this religious sect was. Okay, I have to put it out there. And then, all right, next, number two, they came at a good point about a chapter in my life, I would say. At this time, when I started studying in 2012, I was a single parent taking care of a disabled child. I didn't have much family support, didn't have much friends. I was young. I was vulnerable emotionally, a wreck, guys. Also impoverished. Just started to live on my own, and I just came out of a bad relationship, guys. So all of these things are going on in my mind in 2012, and you can just, I want you to imagine like how could a person deal with all this with no support or whatever. So basically I was on a journey looking for love, and my mom died when I was like 16 years old in 2005. So don't be calculating my age. Anyway, so I didn't have much family support, but anyway, rest her soul, my mother kept us in church. She I say that to say that I had like a religious upbringing, so to speak, guys. So it was only natural for me to look to religion for a means of hope for me and my child. I wanted to be positive and optimistic about life, even though I have been dealt with the hand that is just not so lucky, so to speak. So with that being said, I was on this search for this journey of looking for love, and I knew that religion could provide that love for me, guys. So what I did was, well, actually I didn't do anything. I just knew in my mind that I needed to like look for a church, look for some type of religion that I need to be a part of, because I knew that it was the right thing to do. I needed to get my God points up. I needed to make my relationship with God, you know, a perfect one, because it wasn't. And I know I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. So given my upbringing and what I was going through at the time, it was only natural for me to like just want to be close to God and just seek out religion as a means of hope. I didn't really do anything, guys. They knocked on my door. I ended up moving to a new home, and it just so happened to move right behind the key wall. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, they knocked on my door, and basically I started studying. The person who taught me the Bible asked me to pick a chapter in the Bible teach book, and I did. It was why does God allow suffering? That's what it was, chapter 11. And I picked that chapter and we started studying, because okay, you know, I always wanted to be back involved with religion, giving religion another chance in my life. So with that being said, after I started studying that very day, I shared this information with my sister. So she's also going through things in her own personal life. She don't have a mom either, and other things that I won't mention because she probably kill me. But anyway, that's her story to tell. But anyway, guys, where did I go? Yeah, so she ended up having a Bible study, and so first the teachings were like, okay, if it's in the Bible, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, the Bible says don't drink, or don't get drunk, I'll do it. Like, no premarital sex, okay, I'll do that. It was not hard for me to give up a lot of these things, because I wasn't really in touch with the world, in the sense of like me being introverted, me being very quiet, not really friends. I didn't really socialize too much, so it was easy for me to give up a lot of things that Jehovah Witnesses require for you to give up. Like I said, drinking, sex, what else say, all the holidays. Like, it was easy for me to give it up. I have this intuitive nature, so once I found out about the origins of the holidays, I was like, well, I'm gonna stop participating in these holidays, because like, if it's displeasing to God, then I'm gonna, like, I want to be closer to Him, so I'm gonna just get rid of all of these things. That's what I thought. That's what they persuaded to be, you know. So once I did that, like, I got baptized in 2004 though. No, 2013. And I got baptized. My sister got baptized right after me. Yeah, that's pretty much the story about me. That's pretty much. But I realized that Jehovah Witnesses are very skillful at preying on certain types of people. Have y'all noticed that too? I noticed that if you weren't raised in the organization, or you have family in it, you're probably not going to come in. That's where they get most of their members. And that's only because if you get baptized and if you leave the organization, you can't communicate with your family anymore through this fellowshipping thing, right? So they kind of like persuade people to like stay in the religion. Like, this is wrong. But anyway, it's very rare that you find people inside of Jehovah Witness organization that actually came in on their own, that had no affiliations, no family or friends in it. It's rare. So I was that rare person. That person that you're like, wow, you came in, you didn't have any family, nobody made you came in. And I used to always wonder, why do people always ask me, who am I related to in this religion? Why do they always ask me that? Because they automatically assumed that I had family in it, because that's just the way that things go in that religion. That's the culture, that you have families, and that's why your family, it's like a tradition, like, oh, your family's a Jehovah Witness, so, you know, yeah, all the people in your family will be Jehovah Witnesses. It's like a tradition that gets passed down. Like, so that being said, whenever I tell people my story, like when I was in the cult, like, they're like surprised. They're like, wow, you just came in? I'm like, yeah, but I didn't belong there. Like, yeah. But anyway, guys, so it's like I noticed that the only people that come in or decide to be Jehovah Witnesses are people who are parents were Jehovah Witnesses or family was Jehovah Witnesses. And if you were like me, who just came in, you were going through something. You probably didn't have much family. You probably didn't have much friends, and you were probably a foreigner. And here this group just come into your life, and they provide something that you need, or pretend to be your friends, or pretend to, you know, be your family, and you get hooked. Because we as humans, we need human touch. We need human communication. We need to be social. That's just how we're made. We need to be around people and love people, and we need to socialize. So what a better way than to come into a religion that has all these things already. Jehovah's Witnesses are talented, okay? Talented at drawing people in their religion, but they're not good at keeping them in. We're gonna tell that, okay? They are good and they're skillful. They're trained to get people to come in and be part from religion. They are excelente at that, okay? And once you're in, they don't really care too much about you. You don't matter. It's like, it's a contest. It's like they win a prize. It's like winning, if you get somebody baptized, y'all. It's like a big deal in this organization. Y'all know. Some of y'all know. So, it's like, they do whatever they have to do to get you in. Once you're in, that's it. Damn masters. Basically, I was just really stupid. Gullible. Yeah. Looking for love and all in one places. I look at the JW religion as a bad relationship. Being in a bad relationship. Like, in the beginning of the relationship, everything is all great. He's buying you flowers, candy, takes you shopping, things like that, yada yada yada. Only to hide his true flaws. But then when you're in a relationship about 4 or 5 years, you're like, this boy's crazy. That's what it felt like being inside of the organization. Like, at first, these people were everything. They were kind, they were nice, and I got beguiled because I was searching for that. I was searching for real love, like, but it's conditional. It was fake. It was phony. And people was trying to tell me, like, look, you don't want to be a part of this. It's not what you think it is. Be careful with the Jehovah Witnesses. It's no blood thing. I'm hearing people. I have people to tell me. I have family to tell me. You know? But I didn't listen. I just went with what I felt like. And let me just say, there's a reason why there's a lot of women in that religion versus a lot of men. Because women, we tend to think emotionally. And don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about, okay? We are emotional creatures. And men are more logical. And that's why they have more women versus men. I just went by what I felt like. It felt good at the time. Everybody was being nice and just like kind to me. And I just felt like it was the right thing to do. I just act on based on my emotions and what I felt like, and that's just not cool. I did research, tons of research about holidays and the origins behind that. But I never done, nor was I ever advised to look up information about who Jehovah Witnesses was. Look up some background information. And that includes not using their library or their information, their books, looking outside of it. I was never encouraged to do that by them, of course, because they have some flaws, okay? And I didn't think it through, because I told myself, I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and enjoy this religion because it seems right, it feels right, people were nice, and I love that they use the Bible all the time. And that means it's like we're going by what God says, not man. That was just so exciting to me, y'all. Like, because church is, y'all know, some of y'all know, church is just a mess. A mess, honey. Anyway, I felt great. I'm gonna come in this religion and I'm going to be a Jehovah Witness. I'm proud to be that. And also, like, you know, it was like so awesome to me, y'all. Like, you just couldn't just jump and be one. You have to like earn your way to being one. I'm a firm believer of working hard for what you want, and that anything worth having is worth like fighting for and worth earning, like a degree or something. And it make you feel that way. That's like mind trick psychology or something to make you feel like, oh my God, I earned my way to be a Jehovah Witness, so I'm gonna actually be great in life, or you know, I achieve. It makes you feel like you achieve something. That's what it is. So I always told myself, if I be a part of this religion and if I don't like it, I'll just leave. Okay, I'll just straight up leave. Okay, but it's not easy leaving. Y'all know that, right? And I felt like Jehovah's Witnesses were different from other religions. I've been a part of a few churches before, and like I said, it's just very unorganized. They were organized, so I'm a very organized person. So it just kind of like felt right, you know? But I told myself if I didn't like this religion, I was just gonna leave it. So that's why I was so quick to jump in like after like about a year of studying or whatever, guys, and not really knowing about this religion. It is totally a cult. But so I just jumped in it, and I don't regret it, like, to be honest with you, because I feel like everything that happens in your life is for a reason. There's always lessons in something, and trust me, I learned my lesson. I learned a lot about people. Okay, I don't care if you're religious or not. I learned about people, and I am forever grateful for that. And I learned about just trusting my instincts and how I felt about things. So I don't regret being ever a Jehovah's Witness. I just regret the time that I wasted in it, because you know, time, you can't get time back. You can get money back, you can get anything else back, but you can't get time back at all. With that being said, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna make more videos of this nature, guys. The next video I'm gonna make is going to be talking about the red flags that I received, or that I noticed when I was in a religion, this religious cult, and I chose not to, I guess, like, pay attention to them, because you know they teach you, oh, don't be going on YouTube, and don't like go outside of Jehovah's I guess organization looking for information about us, because of course the devil is gonna be like putting stuff in y'all face making y'all think that Jehovah's Witnesses are evil or whatever, and don't do that. So it's like so many red flags that I just chose to ignore, and you just gotta trust your gut sometimes, and I've learned that. So I really appreciate you guys listening to me rumble about this crazy JW religion. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, y'all, and some kind of video. Okay, I love you guys.